That's you, Timothy.
Okay,
And
Is he getting
Daniel,
the
I
misses
think,
to play?
I think that is the same thing I'm running into on my character sheet. When I pop it out, it turns, I can't read it.
Yeah, it's like the loading screen for Foundry behind all your
Yeah.
stats and everything, so it's like impossible to read.
okay,
Matt, I can't read what you just put in the chat.
He's good. He's here, so we can get going. He's just having some cable stuff.
When I pop out my character sheet, it seems fine to me. Just as
Well,
a
aren't you
data
just
point.
special?
Yeah, I know. I am
But
special. It's
mileage
because I
may
have that
vary.
gift.
Here, I'm going to show my screen so you can see what it looks like.
We're gonna see like spoilers on your character sheet.
See?
Yeah, that's what mine looks like.
Yeah.
Really? Mine. I mean, you just squint.
I don't think it's a squint, it's the color. Like, I usually do, the dark setting on my stuff, but this is too dark. Can't see anything.
Huh.
Yeah.
Are you running Windows 11, Daniel?
Yes.
I am not. And I only bring it up because mine looks like your character sheet does when it's popped into Foundry.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm still on Windows 10 as well. I haven't done the upgrade or update yet. I just kind of refuse until I need to.
I mean, I have 2 data points where, stuff doesn't work right in Windows 11 with respect to Foundry, so.
Yeah, it's like mine is new enough that it came with Windows 11 on it. So.
Yeah. There we go. Nice. Like the sweet office looks good.
Test, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Yeah, so my webcam USB cable is like 1 foot too short to put it where I wanted to put it.
Oh.
I had to add an extension, a USB extension to it so I could move it to the correct monitor. So there we go.
Just throw it away. Get a new webcam. Completely.
Just throw it away.
Screw this stuff.
Give him a 1-star review. I needed 5 feet, you gave me 4.
That's right.
Some of those things do get really stingy with their cable lengths, though.
Oh, and they like, it's not the length of the cable either. It's the length of the cable plus the 2 ends.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's bullshit. Hate that.
A little bit.
Okay. Let's do it. Let's get started here. Are we rolling? Is that...
Yeah, we're already on Twitch. I can see us.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
We've been
We
talking
are
about
there.
cables.
Yep.
Okay.
This is what happens
So-
when you've been gone for a while.
Yeah,
And
no
people
worries.
move and have to set up their stuff again, so we get derailed at the start of the session.
No worries, no worries, no worries. Okay, so by way of recap, actually, in terms of like where you guys are at, we're pretty much at a good transition point. Your main objective right now is that you were heading towards the town of Lonelywood to kind of figure out a situation of what's going on with a moose of some sort. It's gone a little bit. It's causing some trouble to the town. You don't know too much about it. And so you were making your way there. It took you a bit of time. And where we kind of last ended, you guys were doing a series of watches, and a couple of you saw that there was this creature, a quite large creature. Yeah, exactly. A quite large creature, bipedal. Here they look like to be nude of some sort. Potentially Bigfoot. That's a good description of it. But actually, let me reposition something real quick. And it was coming in your direction as you guys were stepping out of the hut, right? You casted the hut as before you went to bed. And have you dismissed that since you started?
Oz moved out of the radius of the hut, it went away, so.
Right. Okay. So we are
Yeah,
engaging in
probably.
combat. So let me move you guys to said map. So you guys were kind of like traveling along the road. You guys took a path off the road, or one of the paths. Kind of like as you're approaching Linwood, you find the path again because you kind of like took, almost like a quicker route to there. And let's bring you to the map here. Pretty simple map, but in front of you is this quite large looking creature at a distance here. Probably not 250 feet away, but definitely moving closer to you now. And it is kind of like snarling. It's got these long claws at the end of its like almost like large four-armed and then it's like massive claws, these like long claws on its fingers. And it is making its way towards you, as we will begin with initiative here. So you guys should can roll that now. You guys should be in the initiative tracker already.
He
Poor
ain't
guy.
snarling, he's sneezing.
Yeah.
He's got allergies.
Yeah. Oh, fuck me.
I like
Oh, I
him.
need to roll.
Well, just trying to get those out of the way early, I think is the answer, right, Jimothy?
Yeah, both of these and I just doing shots while everyone else is like,
Yeah.
what is that?
You guys, you both wake up and you're like, oh, of course, 8 a.m. shots, of course. Let's just start throwing them back as you do.
As one will do, yes.
Jimmy Thie found one of those muffins from like 2 months ago.
Yeah. Stomach cramps!
Just like expired cocaine in them. Whatever that looks like.
Please no.
I don't want to
Okay.
Google search if cocaine expires, but I feel like I need to.
Maybe incognito tab it or something.
Do it on a beach.
Oh, it doesn't matter anymore, I guess. I know you guys heard about that.
The what?
Like in incognito mode, like it does, like Google got in trouble because it didn't really do much.
anything?
It was just baiting people into doing bad searches.
Yes.
They literally still had the data. I don't remember for how many years it was. Like I think they actually did follow it, but it was like a certain number of years within like the 2010s. They were just like, oh yeah, we still held all this data.
Jokes on
so-
you losers for believing us.
It just didn't save it into your browsing history.
Yeah.
But it could still, it was still sending it to your internet provider, like.
They just saved it to
Google.
theirs. That's
Well, I
great.
thought it would be like, yeah, I didn't really understand exactly how they were still storing that information, which I should have like understood that they still would, but like, come on, guys, like, be a little bit better about it.
I mean, I have
But it
Google
is-
Fiber, so I mean, they get all my searches.
Yeah.
How
And
to
anyhow,
cook an
okay.
egg.
Bo
Just kidding.
Fadi's search history is full of thick goth goblin chicks.
So I'll give you guys. I just kind of threw you guys on here. If you guys want to reposition yourselves within like 5-10 feet of where you're at, I'll allow you to do that.
Oh.
I said 5 to 10 feet. There you go.
Or like our feet or this creature's feet?
The squares.
Yeah.
But maybe more just like rearrange yourselves in terms of like how you guys would be. I would figure Oz would be probably closer because he stepped out first, but it really doesn't matter to me. I figured that would be the strategy. Greg takes move as far away as possible.
I feel like Oz and Jimothy tend to be not in the in the back, essentially.
I mean,
so
if Oz steps out of the hut, it vanishes. We
Right.
can only see out of the hut, so Oz would see this thing and move away from it, I think.
That's fair. That is fair.
Further into the hut.
Yes. So we will start out actually with Oz. You actually beat this thing's initiative, so you will get to go first.
Man, I'm not ready for this.
Yeah,
Okay,
time to
so-
relearn your character and everything about it.
Do I know what this creature is? Does it look hostile?
I will give you well, okay, I'll give you that for free. It does look very hostile. It is almost like it's making its way towards you in an aggressive fashion. I will.
It's got a red background. It's obviously bad.
That's what makes it bad. The token itself. Once it looks like a generic NPC. I guess that's true. My NPC tokens don't have a red background, so that's don't metagame. That's I'm gonna have to start making friendly friendly enemies just to be NPC. Their user tokens.
Frenemies.
Yeah, you start having like a purple background or orange background. You're like, is it bad? We don't know.
Exactly. Yeah, why don't you, Oz, give me an Arcana check for this thing.
10.
Yeah, unfortunately, these, based on just kind of the description, it is a pretty large creature, so you would gather to yourself that it is probably of kind of like it is some sort of type of giant, but based on what you've read before, now I would say you have some sort of knowledge. It doesn't look like your frost giant, so it must be some other giant type species or. But yeah, with the 10, unfortunately, you don't get much more information besides just like the physical description of it.
Well, given that it looks angry, hostile, I guess I'm gonna throw a firebolt at it.
Okay.
Well, hold on. That's not really. Let's see. That font is tiny. But it looks like it's within 60 feet. So actually, I'm gonna just hit it with like, hey, ugly, stop.
Yeah, I can make the grid, if it helps, make the grid a bit more opaque so you guys can see it. If that helps out the darkness level.
It's just like the text for the ruler is like
I
font
see.
4 in size. I don't know.
Okay, so you cast a Mind Sliver, DC 15 Intelligence saving throw. Let me roll for it. It fails with a 7. I would assume that.
Yeah, DC 15. So it's gonna take 6 psychic damage from my calling it ugly.
Okay. It will take said damage. And then the next effect is, what is it? Blah, 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 blah.
The next saving throw it makes it'll be a 1d4 subtracted from it.
Gotcha. Okay, perfect. Cool. It is its turn. So, what it's going to do, it is going to move up here. And make sure it has this capability. Actually, make sure. Shoot, where was it at before?
Yes, I love it when it moves and then retreats.
No. So it's gonna move up, and it's gonna stay in that position. It's kind of like rushing up to you, and then that is going to be its turn. Zoran, you are up.
Well, seeing as Oz attacked it, then I will also attack it. Let's bonus action Hunter's Mark. I don't know why it rolls. And then I will use my vicious short bow.
Okay. The 25
Or
does
25.
hit.
That was a 1, right?
Yes.
Yeah, let me re-roll that.
Okay.
So it'd be for 6.
Okay.
And then my Hunter's Mark. So 9 damage.
Okay. It takes that damage.
Perfect. And then I get to go again for my 2 attacks on the first round. Yes. Oh wait,
Okay.
there is also a. Oh. Because I hit on my first one, I get an extra d8. So just another one. So 10. Okay.
Cool.
Second attack. Oh no. A 10.
A 10 unfortunately misses.
Um. 2 attacks on the first round. Don't I have an extra attack now on level 5?
Oh yeah, it was leveled up, so you're gonna have to kind of double check whether you have everything.
Yeah, I think I do. Let me read this. You can attack twice instead of once whenever you take the attack action on your turn. So yeah, don't I get one more then? I think 2 attacks on the first round.
Yeah, I would say so.
Second attack.
I mean, look at
Yeah, that seems right. That seems right.
Okay, fire away then. Right in. If
Oh
it's
my
not-
god! See, it didn't matter anyways.
No, but all that effort.
Do I move so that like I don't get hit?
You could, but that would make
Everyone else's lives terrible. Yeah, I know.
potentially, yeah. Well, no, there is one strategy that I think is about to happen. So
So
We'll
I
see
could go this way, possibly. Wait, where am I at? I go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can I go there?
well, the way you did those squares, you technically would have provoked an attack because you got in it and then you went around. But I'm gonna say that because
I was trying to just basically
you
go around.
probably
I
could
just
find a
can't.
permutation of getting there.
Yes.
So yeah, you could stay there. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool. Perfect. I don't want to get hit, but I'm sure I will at some point.
Okay. All right, that is your turn. Let's bring it up to Asilo. Asilo, what are you doing?
I have no idea. Probably
Right.
doing paladin things like moving my character instead of measuring distance.
Yep,
And
that's always cool.
I'll just go ahead and try and smack it once.
Okay, give it a good old smack.
My pop-out character sheet is not working at all. Okay, let's see here. Smack.
Okay.
And I can't see what I rolled because my character sheet's in the way. And 15.
You rolled a 15 to hit. So you find purchase on the creature's body, but it turns out to be pretty tough, like rugged skin, and it's just it doesn't seem like it was pretty much affected by the hit, as it takes no damage. In other words, 15 was not high enough.
Okie dokie. So
Yeah, and I was gonna say, him and I wouldn't be flanking him, right? So Asila would have to be like one more square over, I would think.
Yeah, you kind of have to be like
here.
catty corner, I would say. Yeah, like diagonal.
oh
Here.
yeah.
No.
Okay,
So for next time.
it's all good.
For next time.
Well, I mean, if you, yeah. So go ahead if you want to swing again.
So I will attempt to swing again.
You can move in between swings, just FYI.
Does a 22 hit?
Okay. Yes, actually, yeah, you could do that. I'll say if you want to do that retroactively, that's fine. Because Greg was saying it as you were doing it, so that's. So I'll let you, if you want to move over and then roll with advantage there, that's fine. Unless you crit, then I'm gonna be upset.
No, I rolled a 22 to hit.
No, but go ahead. Roll with the advantage for the second attack. So the first attack I'm gonna miss. The second attack I'm gonna say you can roll with advantage.
Okay. With advantage. Still a 22 to hit.
Okay, that's fine with me. All right. They will take said damage. Are you gonna re-roll anything or anything like that? I think you have that ability as well.
Yeah, I think you had Dread Ambusher, right? Or not?
No, I have
you have Savage Attacker?
Savage Attacker. I just don't
Attacker.
remember
Yeah,
which button does that because we have. Yeah, I'll go ahead and Savage Attacker that. So 13 damage.
Okay.
I don't know what it rolled the first time.
Remember, I
adding
think
in
with
the D8 for undead.
yeah, the
Oh.
D8 did that. So
Is it undead?
so that's one of the tough things, right? Because like when you, I guess you would perceive it being affected a bit more by it. That's kind of always a tough one for me in terms of like, I'll say for this purposes, no, it is not undead, so you do not get that extra bonus. But,
Okay, so 13 points of damage as opposed to 8. And then let me see here. For my bonus action, I will. How many spells do I have right now? All of them? Okay. Compelled duel to make sure it attacks me instead of attacking my teammate. So DC 13 wisdom save.
Okay.
And subtract a D4 from that.
Okay. I will do that. Do you want to roll the D4 or do you want me to roll the D4?
I can roll the D4.
Sure.
That way, if I get a 1, it's on me.
Nice, 3.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's pretty good. Unfortunately, it still passes with a 15.
Hogwash.
But that is a good college try. Okay. Anything else, Asilo?
Nope, that will be my turn, and I'll stay right here.
Great. All right. Actually, between the order of the two of these, were Jimothy or both 80s go first? Actually, don't.
I think Jimothy has the higher.
I've got a dex mod of 4.
Yeah, I'm 2. So
Okay, so I will say Jimothy can go first.
Okay.
Jimothy, go ahead.
I'm going
help.
to. I guess I will just attack from where I'm at right now.
Go for it.
Yeah.
$15 unfortunately misses, just shy.
Try again.
Oh, that's nice. I will add that. Thanks, Greg. A 9 also misses. Oof. Jimothy's rusty.
Yeah, I feel like I don't really have much to like help myself.
You get something, right? Like gives you advantage on like your first. I was like,
No. No, just
Oh.
just nothing. All right.
Oh, I thought you had like a bonus action. You can like focus here. Oh, I guess.
So I can
don't you
bonus, I can bonus action like steady aim to get advantage
Right, that's what
on
it was.
an attack, but that's it.
Oh,
Then
gotcha.
I lose my second attack to do that though.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. So it's kind of cool. Okay. All right. Well, any movement, Jimothy?
I'll move here.
Okay. Sounds good.
Isn't that a
All right.
river?
Yeah. So is that a
No, it's a
river or
road.
is that a
Road.
road?
It's a road.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I'm gonna move
It kind of makes sense that it could be a river, considering like when stuff melts away, it gets like gross. But no, it is a road.
there we go.
Okay.
All right, Buffetes, last but certainly not least.
All right. I will, seeing all of this happening here, I will yell to the creature, hey, you big dummy. I bet if your brain exploded, it wouldn't even mess up your hair. So I will cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw. All right. Oh, it rolled an 18.
My God.
It is quite wise. It does. It doesn't. It's not affected by your mockery.
Clearly.
Wasn't
Clearly.
vicious enough.
Clearly, it's too stupid to understand the fine wit that is being put on display here. So I will take that as my opportunity to exit stage left.
Yes.
But as I am going away, I will. Let's see. I was like here. I'm going to. What is that doing? Dirt.
Bardic Inspiration. Who are you giving that to?
I'm gonna give that to Zoran.
Soren. All right. Make sure
And
you
then
note
I'm
that.
and then I'm going to move.
And then just a reminder, Bardic Inspiration, you can add it to what? To anything?
It is sorry, I didn't pull that up. Bardic Inspiration.
I think it's attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws, which
Yeah, I
I
think
think
it's
sounds like anything.
That sounds right.
Yeah, I figured that's what it was. I just it's been a hot second, so might as well remind everyone.
I think you could do it to initiative rolls too, since those are just ability rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I could be wrong on that though.
But that will be my turn.
Okay. Okay. Up next is top of the round, round 2. All right, not too bad. Getting your bearings straight here. But Oz, what do you have for us this time?
Mm-hmm. Does this thing look phased by anything that we've done to it so far?
It does not look particularly phased. The one hit that that Asilo got off on it did a bit of damage, but it looks like it's still kind of on a mission.
I also did some damage.
It might
Yes.
have giggled because we're tickling it.
Now, to be fair, Zoran, Asilo did more damage.
I understand that, but I still did something.
You're
Even
right.
if
You're
it's a
right.
paper
It did.
cut.
Creature. I feel like this creature just thinks it's playing with its food right now. Like,
Yes.
based on the amount of damage we did.
But yes, okay, fine. Yes, there is technically do you have an arrow or short bow? Yeah, there is an arrow on it, and it does bleed blood. So
Okay.
okay.
Well, Oz doesn't really want to be this close to the creature.
Just gonna
I
keep
mean,
moving.
it's big, it's hairy, it's angry.
Right.
It smells funny.
It does smell funny. It smells awful, by the way. Yeah, I should probably maybe you had roll a save for that, but there's actually nothing mechanically. But I would be rolling a save. It smells awful.
Stay back, foul beast. I'm gonna hit it with another mind sliver, so an intelligence saving throw.
Oh,
Okay.
wait, beast.
It rolled a 4, rolling just awful.
It's gonna take 7 points of psychic damage and feel
Okay.
really bad about itself.
Takes feel really bad about itself, and then that will affect it on its next save there. Okay, anything else?
No, I just noticed that, you know, this mine sliver would fuel into a mine sliver on the next round if it ever got to that point.
Okay.
That's kind of vicious.
Sure.
No, Oz isn't quite sure what this thing is, even if I, the player, might have an idea of what this thing is.
Well, I appreciate you playing as such. Okay, and it is its turn. So it kind of like stands up, kind of like raises its arms, and then you notice it's got this large, like round nose, and it kind of like these like almost like big like bucked like tooth, like almost like they look like the saber-toothed cat claw, like the what are those called? The I forget what their teeth called for like the saber-toothed cats. Those fangs or whatever. They have like a weird name for it. But anyhow, it's coming up. They're almost like tusks in some sort of way. But it like smells. It's like, and it looks at you, Asilo, and it's like, no. Wait, what do you speak actually, Asilo? What other language do you speak? Actually, what languages are there?
Attributes, languages, common and celestial.
Okay. Let's go around the horn here, just kind of make sure so who can understand what it's saying. Elvish Halfling, okay. Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, and Orcish, okay. What else we got here? I feel like Common, Elvish, Celestial. All right. What about you, Bofadius? I feel like you speak a lot of languages.
Oh, sorry. Here it is. All right.
The lute. That's what he speaks. Just kidding.
The lute. Dwarvish, Elvish, and Sylvan. Okay, actually, surprisingly enough, this is actually kind of interesting. Let me see. Let me make sure I get this.
Oh goodness.
Okay,
Maybe
yeah,
this will be like
none of you actually understand what this creature is saying, but you look like it looks like to you, Asilo and Zoran, it like says something. Like it's not like it like kind of like smells, and it says like something guttural. And then it's gonna turn away from you, Asilo, and it is going to take a big swing at Zoran here. You will get your Sentinel, I believe.
Yep.
But it will take an attack here at Zoran. Zoran, does a 21 hit or AC?
definitely hits. Yes.
Okay. You. Oh man, that
and
was.
I can't use an inspiration to I don't know, have you reroll. Just kidding. That's only for me. I was just joking.
I mean, you could just call it next time, I guess. Like, that's fine with me. But, like, call it before it happens, I guess. But you definitely should have called it here. So you will take 25 points of damage. It wallops you. I mean, I rolled rocks on the damage. And I'm going to need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please. As you are struck with the claws, and you feel, like, instant cold, like piercing like through your body from like wherever the wounds were. Oh, that is.
What does the bardic inspiration do? I can do advantage on my.
No, roll 1d8. It's a 1d8.
Okay, cool.
So you can add, you can add it to this. Please roll well. Oh no.
Oh, you're gonna miss it by like 1 or some shit.
Yeah, you missed it by 1.
No,
exactly.
You don't have to tell me. Oh my god. You don't have to tell me.
Unfortunately, yeah, a 14 does not succeed. And you will have disadvantage on your next turn. Attacks made against it. Okay. Yeah, let's resolve. In the meantime, resolve Asilo's attack. Oh, man.
I guess 25 to hit.
25 does hit.
And 14 bludgeoning damage.
it takes said damage.
And why not? I will go ahead and pump a Divine Smite into that as well
Okay.
for an extra
will-
12 damage.
Okay. So it like yells out, and it's like yells out like this deep, almost like roar. And as it kind of like turns around with its this other hand, and like takes a swipe at you, a silo, and that will be. Oh, I completely botched it. That will be an 11 to hit.
That will miss.
Okay. And then this is gonna raise some ears on some of you. It's going to kind of come down and try to like bite at your neck with its like this big tusks. At you, Asylum here, for a 25 to hit your AC.
It hits.
All right. So you will take 18 points of damage. Part of that is cold, as you feel the cold almost like coming in from its like breath and like coming through its like jaws. Oh, sorry, not did I say 18? 19 points of damage.
I lost my calculator.
That is it. It is quite angry. And then make sure. Okay, and then I will have Asilo and Zoran give me perception checks, please.
There's like 7 more on the way. That we don't.
Can I just take that one, the 20 instead?
No, we will carry on. All right. Up next, it is Zoran. As it.
Remind me what I have to do for concentration. I just have to roll a d20.
Yes.
Because I have
yes.
Hunter's Mark and I got a hit, so. Okay.
Oh yes, thank you for keeping yourself honest there.
Oh.
Wait.
An 11. So.
I think you lose that.
I think I lose it.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Well,
Okay.
Is it a D20 or is it a Constitution saving throw?
It's a Constitution saving throw, but it's half the damage or 11 or 10.
Yeah.
10, I think, whichever is more.
Let me see.
I feel like you hit me by a lot, so I feel like I was gonna lose concentration anyways.
Well, you got a 25, so if you have a con mod of +2, you
should
maintain
be okay. What's your con modifier?
It's a +3.
Okay, then yeah, you're still holding on. So you still have the
one more day. Well, one more round.
You have it for there. So yeah, so you can continue with your turn.
Okay, and I have disadvantage on this. So
yes, you will have disadvantage on your whole turn here.
Will it be a normal roll though, because I have advantage with the silo?
Correct. Yeah. So you just roll.
Perfect. Ooh. 15.
Yeah, not quite to 15, even though with the short bow. Although you're right next to it. So I don't know how with the range. You think you would get something right?
I think technically
disadvantage.
You don't get the advantage,
but it doesn't double up. So, yeah, I guess we'll just let it go. That's fine. A 15 misses.
It missed anyways.
Yeah. I don't know what because like you can't stack advantages, and I think you can't stack disadvantages. So we'll just say for. Okay. Anyhow, anything else? I guess.
I get a second attack on that. I mean, I guess I could switch to a short sword, but nah. Mm.
I like your commitment.
No, I'm just gonna stick with my short bow.
Okay. All right.
But it's a disadvantage, right?
It is. Well, yeah, but like since you're.
But then
No,
the advantage. Okay, yeah. We're just gonna
that's fine.
stick
This
with
is fine.
roll.
We're straight roll it for now. I might look into it just to make sure double on that.
Yeah.
But like, for now, I think that makes sense. Okay. So,
All right, so I rolled. Yeah, so since I have a hunter's mark, let me add this on there. So a 15.
So
Wait,
hang on. So
All right.
16 does hit. So let's
Perfect.
resolve that. So you do strike at it. And it will take 15 points of damage.
Perfect.
Okay, great.
And I can't do Savage Attacker because I already got a 6, so I'm all done.
Okay.
Unless I move.
It is going to be.
Yeah, not moving. I'll stick it out with the silo as best I can.
Ooh, okay. Actually, hang on a second. There is one more thing that needs to happen here in this turn. Okay. Yes, I forgot to do this, but I'm going to do it now because it's still technically your turn. I'm going to roll something here. Okay. So, as you're standing there, I will just say this is how mechanically it happens. As you're standing there, you notice around the creature, it seems like the temperature plummets, like just immediately around it. Like it has some sort of aura, mechanically speaking. Does anyone have any like torches or anything they're holding or around in the immediate area? Specifically a Silo and Zorn. I think you guys are probably just holding your weapons, I would say.
Nope.
I mean, so I have like a chain shirt of cold resistance, so do I notice that? It just says I have resistance to cold damage, I guess, but I guess I would still feel temperature
Yeah,
changes.
so you feel the cold, and I will say that you will take 6 points of cold damage. That's already reduced. As you feel like this just incredibly bone chilling effect coursing through your body, just being almost like near this creature. Okay.
Is that for both of us or just Zoran?
So just guess behind a little bit of the curtain. It's for it's when you're in your turn, it happens. So since
Okay.
it's turn, so it'll be at the second at the start of a creature's turn. So up next would be you. So that would roll something separate for you. So.
All right.
Okay. So then for you, since you're at the beginning of your turn, Silo, I will roll said damage. And it is. You don't have any mitigation, right? For cold?
No.
Okay, so you will also take 6 points of damage. Just being near it. Like you feel like whatever stone, wood, the composition of your body becoming like really tensing up, like the fibers of everything, the little like cracks that you've taken in terms of like the slashing and everything along your journey really start to constrict for how cold things are. But yeah, you are up. What do you got for us? I'm glad I read that. I just forgot about it.
Probably just gonna keep smacking it.
Seems like a good strategy.
Come on.
Oh, no, heartbreak. Okay.
That one doesn't do shit. I will
Does
take
not do
my
shit.
second attack.
Here we go. Okay, we'll take the
Fortunate
first
that's
roll.
with advantage.
I mean, what the hell is going on?
And
yeah, we'll use
I
7.
will. No, I'll keep that damage. So 12 bludgeoning, and let's see.
I forgot how it used to be that it would like it actually split those up like the actual like just the weapons total and then just the
Yeah, I don't know
undead
what
damage
it's
total.
doing.
I remember you had that set up, so that's a bit odd.
So it's just
Okay.
12 bludgeoning. And yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay. Up next, it is Jimothy.
Okay. Am I close enough to this guy to suffer this cold aura?
No, you are not close enough. You are good.
Okay. Let's just be extra safe.
It's like an ever expanding aura. I mean,
Yeah.
that's pretty smart play. I would say, brilliant play by Jimothy.
All right, I'll try attacking again. Pew!
All right, an 18 does indeed hit.
Okay, that's 7. I'll do Savage Attacker to make it still 7, and I'll do
Yeah,
Snake
we'll
Attack.
take it.
Ew. For 7 more, so 14 psychic.
Okay, takes that damage.
And I'll do again.
Okay.
Hey, fuck.
Oh no.
Oh, that's rough.
All right, that'll be it.
Okay. Up next is Bofades. What do you got for us?
Okay. Did the Mind Sliver hit earlier?
It did.
It. Sweet. All right. I'm gonna say, hey, Big Ugly, you should probably go back where you came from. Somewhere a cave is missing its idiot.
Think you mean village?
I didn't figure it had a village to go to.
All right. So, Oz, go ahead and roll that D4.
Oh yeah, 1. You're gonna subtract 1 from what you roll.
Oh my god. I rolled double ones and you rolled a single one. We are fucking killing it.
And it passes, so it's not even affected by it.
Ah.
Over. And it's been surprisingly rolling well on those, so.
Okay, well, I'm going to see. Oh god, let me bust out my measuring stick here.
All right, what do you got? Oh, are you gonna move into combat?
Oh god, no. How far? What does that say on there? Is that? I can't read the distance
it's
on that.
40 feet.
40. Perfect. Okay. Awesome. I'm under 60.
If you hover over Zoran's avatar, the top right with the ruler next to it is how far away that token is from you.
Oh, instead of just trying to do what I did? That makes.
Yeah, you have to do it for the enemy, but for allies, Founders will tell you.
Which is nice. And then for me, it tells me everything that I have access to all
Tax.
the time.
Cheating.
Cheating.
I'm going to heal Zoran for 8.
Okay, well done.
It's not much, but it's. the
I'm
egg I can-
alive!
It's the egg I can offer you in this trying time.
Thanks.
Okay.
That is my turn.
All right, top of round 3. We take it back up to Oz here. What do you got for us?
Is this creature's aura visible at all? Like, do we see like moisture condensing on Zoran or
I'll
Asilo?
say that you could. Yeah, give me a perception check. It's gonna be a little bit harder since you're a bit farther away.
Okay. Perception. 19.
Okay, yeah. So you notice that it's not like the moisture's contracting, but you do notice that there's like almost like very, very faint. It's almost like a bit of like it's almost like it's got like its own like little like cloud of like almost like powdery, like it almost looks like there's some sort of like little like tiniest faintest like fog of like some sort of like blizzard just around its like skin, maybe like its immediate 5 feet, and then it kind of like fizzles out to an extra 5 feet or so. So it seems like it's kind of like a maybe 5-10 foot aura or something.
Okay.
Seems to be, I would say, based on it's because it's you, it seems like it's more of like an inherent, maybe a magical ability of the creature rather than it like something like maybe cast upon it or something like that. You're not exactly sure in that aspect, but like it seems like something magical about the creature.
Well, seeing, I guess, the cold effect and internally realizing that Oz hasn't really helped Bofades at all with his savage words, I'm gonna try and hit it with a firebolt.
Okay.
Oh. Oh. So
Oh.
27 hits.
Holy Toledo.
Just biding my time, guys. Wanted you to take a little bit of damage before I did this.
Well done.
And
it.
Can I add a divine smite to that?
No, you may not. Okay, all that damage goes through. Well done. I guess anything else? Goodness, you light it up and it like, it shouts, and like it looks really, really pretty pissed here, as you strike it with this fireball.
It looks upset, you said?
Yeah, it doesn't look very happy in general. It doesn't know exactly what struck it or who struck it, but it may take it out on the folks in front of it.
I guess I'm just gonna move over here. That way I've got an actual body between me and this thing.
Okay.
And yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay. It is its turn now. Is it like last bit a silo, and it's gonna come down and try to bite at him again. For a 26 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, you will take 16 points of damage. Part of it physical, part of it piercing, part of it cold, as you feel the infusion. Just like something about it, it's just like, I don't know if it's like breathing like the cold, but like you feel like the sub-zero temperature is just getting more and more chilling around you. And then it's going to take a claw at you. It's going to claw at you as it like take a bite at you. It's just trying to take you out. Let's see if it hits here. For a 12 to hit. And then It will use its last claw, frustrating that it can't pierce through your skin here. It'll try to claw at you one more time. For a 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
That'll hit. And then you will take 18 points of damage.
Oh no.
And I believe you are down.
That's sleepy.
Okay. So as it brings this up now, it like roars, just like, and it like shouts something. You guys can't understand what it's saying, but it shouts something, and it's. I would say the person who speaks orc could be like, oh yeah, this is definitely some. It's definitely speaking something, maybe some sort of giant or some sort of variant of that, potentially. But okay, that will be. Oh no, 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 no. Is it gonna move away? Where do I want it to go? Okay, let me make an intelligence check for it. Because it is not happy that it got lit up with this fire here. Okay, it will stay where it's at. And focus its gaze upon Zoran here. Zoran, you are up. By being next to it, though, however, you will take. Oh wait, not a silo. You will take 6 points of cold damage just by being right next to it. Probably getting rid of that healing you just received. And you are up.
If I have resistance, it'd be half of that.
I already did the half for you, so.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
It's quite a bit. It's very chilly.
Okay, perfect. I kind of feel like maybe disengaging and leaving.
No, stay and fight. Running's for the weak.
Yeah, I'm gonna disengage. I'll come back another time.
Okay. So
After
is it a bonus
been...
action or action to disengage for you?
I'm going to use an action for that.
Okay, yes, you are a ranger, not a fighter.
Yes. Oh my god,
Is
I
it fighter or
can't see
rogue? I
the
don't remember what
squares.
it was.
Rogue.
A fighter would have to action, whatever. Bonus action. Yeah.
Surge.
Action surge.
Oh my god,
That's it.
where did I go? Okay.
Lord, no.
Does this thing look hurt at all?
That's a great question. Yes, it does look hurt. What would even say bloody?
More like
What do I
cauterized.
want to do for bonus action? Nothing. Oh. I've never used this before. What is this?
Good time to try.
Huh?
I said it's a good time to try.
Yeah.
I've never used this before. Let's do it.
It's an ensnaring strike. I don't think I've ever used it before, but it says it's a bonus action. I've never used it.
Okay, yeah, click on it. Maybe there's something in the text that could help you out. Oh shit, it is.
It's not easy.
So the next time you hit a creature. So for next time, okay.
If it's a large or larger creature, it will have advantage.
Okay, so this creature will have advantage against it, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Let's do that. And I'm done.
Okay. I mean, you don't use too many spells, so it could help you out. Yeah.
Yeah.
It does replace Hunter's Mark.
Oh yeah, it does have concentration. Are you okay with that?
Zoran would know her
No.
spells.
No.
Okay.
So just kidding. I'm all done then.
Man, all that like, oh, I've never used this before, and I'll continue never to use it again.
Correct.
All right, Asilo. I feel like you go down the most, but I think that's because of you're the tank, so that makes sense. I need you to give me a death save, please.
Do I take an automatic failure from the aura?
Yeah, technically you would, but that just sounds so mean. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say no. I'm just gonna let the dice kind of dictate things. So no, I'll be nice. But just
Okay.
um
Failure.
The dice are being mean.
look. I'd rather let the dice be mean than me be mean.
The dice are compensating for your.
My kindness.
Yes, I can't think of the right word. My brain's not working.
Is
Okay.
that an automatic failure? No, let's let the dice do the talking. The dice. The fuck it is.
You're gonna fail now, bitch. Okay, Jimothy, you are up.
I will use steady aim to get advantage, and I will attack.
All right. Bam. Okay, good roll. Still pretty damn good roll. All right.
I guess I will savage attack her just to see if I can do more. 8, 9 plus sneak attack for. Oh damn! 23 psychic damage.
Wow.
Yeah,
that
light
is
him up.
lighting him up as that could not bode well for you, but
I'm
as
gonna
it is
move.
still up.
10,
Keep moving away.
15, 20, 25. I'll move there.
Just right behind Zor. How convenient. Goddamn. I swear. Okay.
Calculated. I'm gonna stay close to Zoran because if he comes after her, I'm gonna get in flanking with her.
Smart. Okay. Bophades, what do you have?
All right. Okay, so I am. I cast. Oh. Yeah, so I'm going to cast that. I can't say anything to him, but if he yells something again, I guess I could potentially understand it.
You're all gonna die!
That's probably exactly what he's saying.
Useless.
It's funny.
No, I feel like he's saying, I'm really lost. Why can't you guys help me?
You have a tissue.
And then I'm gonna throw six HP of silos away.
I don't think you can do that because it's not a cantrip. You're casting 2 first level, yeah.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
So,
well.
maybe yet again we won't see this.
Yes. So Bophades would know what Oliver does not know. In that case, what I'm going to do is hit a silo with healing word, and I will also give Zoran some bardic inspiration.
Okay.
Don't forget to give yourself your spell slot back because it would have already extended.
Yeah, it does deduct it. Yeah,
So-
Yeah, thank you.
So instead of comprehend languages, you cast healing word.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can't do bardic inspiration because it's bonus action.
Thanks.
Because healing word is a bonus action.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's all right. We're a little rusty, but
You know what?
thank you.
In that case, we're just gonna come up here.
Oh,
You're gonna do healing words instead of, or cure wounds instead of healing words?
Yeah, because that's not a bonus action. And then I can still do the
Bardic
Bardic
inspiration.
inspiration.
You probably need to add back 2 spell slots at this point.
Yes. All right. And then I think I still have 10 feet of movement to go back.
Excuse me, foul beast. We're just ironing out some kinks.
Nope. I know what I'm doing. Ish. All right.
Okay, so you
I
move
think
in, move back out.
That all works. That is all.
First try kind of stuff.
Okay.
Fucking Bofades is running away, just like I should have been clear.
All right, nice. That was pretty smart play there, but despite all the retroactive decisions there. But okay, that is pretty good. Okay, that changes up what I want to do next. So, well, we'll see. All right, Oz, you're up.
The creature steps on a silo for 8 hit points. Puts him back down.
Well, you remember it still has its aura. So it's just. I think it depending on what I roll, it might just bring him back down again on its turn. But we'll see.
But he's playing
anyhow.
dead, I assume. So the aura doesn't actually work in that scenario.
Is it the start of the
it's like
turn or the end of the turn?
It's technically at the start of the creature's turn, your turn. But it goes before you, so we'll see what happens. Anyhow, Oz, you're up.
Mm-hmm. Fire seemed to do well. I'm gonna try and hit it with fire again.
Okay, good strategy.
And if I miss, then that sucks. Ooh, 16.
A
That
16 just
right?
hits.
Well, this is going to be a lot less than my first firebolt.
Yeah, but Greg would know that's still a very positive thing.
Would I?
I don't
I
know.
mean, I think I would, but
Greg would. Maybe Oz. Based on Oz's check, no, but Greg, I think maybe would. Or anyone else. Okay. Anything else, Oz? Movement, bonus action?
man, I could bonus action Misty Step. I'm not. But I will. I don't want to move that far back. No, actually, I do. Silo is only 40 feet away if I'm at the edge of the map. It's weird. Can't really move past this point. Wait, it's just a land of gray up here.
Oh, dude, I forgot to close that up. Get out.
No, I'll just move kind of further away from this thing and
Get rid of that grid padding.
mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Up next, it is going to be its turn. Let's go off there again. Okay. So it is its turn. It still thinks you're down, Asila, because you woke up. So it is going to shift its focus and move past you to go towards. Ooh, I'm gonna have to roll a die here. Let's see.
The exact same distance apart.
I know, that's a smart case.
A conundrum for the big dumb guy.
All right, it is unfortunate. Still gonna go after Zoran here. You will
I'm going to try and sentinel this.
You're gonna sentinel this. You have disadvantage because you're prone still.
Yep.
But you could hit and keep it at its spot.
16.
A 16 hits as it tries to get away from you and move towards Zoran.
Just
So you
roll over and just like
and
smash its fucking foot.
as it tries to move. So it loses that movement, right? Because it was sentinel, correct? Is that
Yes.
how that works? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Wow, you got fucking lucky there. So it takes said damage. And then unfortunately, it's gonna use the rest of its turn to fucking smack the shit out of you.
I'm not dead yet. I'm feeling better.
I mean, you're tanking pretty hard, and you are. Yeah, I think you're gonna go down here, but we'll see. Yeah, that's a 23 to hit for 12. 12 piercing plus cold damage. Does that bring you down?
Yeah, I'm asleep again.
Okay, so this is we're approaching weird territory here because like it thought you were dead and it was ready to move on to kill everything else. So it's still got still some hits here. So it is gonna.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's gonna take another swing at you at its range.
Auto crit, 2 fails.
Yeah. So you take that, which is, and that's going to be it. I'm not going to do it again because it still could do something else, but that will be its turn. Jesus Christ, this is getting really dicey here. I was not expecting this. Okay, I don't. Well, actually, hang on a second. It brought you down. It knows that you are. Okay, so actually, let me roll a thing here before I actually decide that because I don't want to just fucking let one roll decide to kill you or not. Like that would be pretty shitty. Okay. Yeah. So based on that, yeah, I think I'm gonna say the decision still stands based on the roll here. So. Okay. So yeah, you will have 2 death saves on you. That that does not bode well. And it is Zoran's turn. Zoran, you noticed that Asilo from the ground, eyes open, he pulls out his hammer here and just swings at this thing. This thing, you haven't seen anything this kind of relentless. Knocks out Asilo again, and then just like almost like he's like just frenzied, takes another claw at its like his down body. It is not looking good for him. Just kind of give you the stakes of the situation. I'm really scared here because I really like Asilo.
So my movement's 35, so I can move 70, right? On 2 movement. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
I mean,
I will attack it.
Okay, attack it. 17 does indeed hit.
And I think, yep, I still have my hunter's mark. That hasn't gone away yet. So another 2.
Okay, for 8 points of damage there.
Right,
okay.
My second, so my extra attack on my first one. Yeah. So here's this one. Can I use my bardic inspiration for?
Yes, that's fine. This is pretty dire situation here. It is looking rough here, and you
so 18 to attack.
Needed that roll.
And then,
okay.
Since I still have Hunter's Mark, then this one too.
God.
What did I roll? 3? Okay, let me see if my Savage Chakra will do anything. Nope, it doesn't.
So 7 points of damage.
Damn it.
Is that it? 7 points of damage?
Yes.
Okay. It had 7 hit points left.
Well,
that is just enough to distract you. You would have saved Asylum.
I feel like I've been trying to aim my arrows in the same spot, and I don't know, maybe I should have a different strategy, but maybe that's why I've been sucking at my arrows or something. So this time it stuck.
Okay.
I think.
So, all right. So it falls. It's like, and like collapses its large body. It was looking rough here. Oh my god, I was freaking sweating here. Oh, fuck. So this is a bit of a difficult situation because like technically we're kind of still in initiative here. Like it's like a do or die situation. Do,
Just play it out.
we're just gonna play this out. So Zorn, do you have any movement you want to do? Any other?
I mean, I could move to the side, but I can't do anything once I get there. So I can make it all the way here. I can't do anything at this point. So
Okay.
I mean, does it look like the aura is dissipating on this creature? It looks like it's still more. I might, try to stay over here.
So it is indeed gone. It's kind of like dies with it. Okay. So this I cannot be more nervous for this turn. Okay. Asilo, you are up. Okay, you have 2 fails. It is a do or die situation here.
What do you do?
I am going to need you to give me if anyone has anything to do as a reaction or anything that helps Asilo. This would be the moment to do it.
I was gonna say I can't cast guidance. Yeah, I can't cast guidance, right? Because like we're still in initiative order and stuff.
Yeah.
Can I do Bardic Inspiration as a... Oh, no. I don't think this is a reaction.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, I haven't had this happen as a GM before. This is pretty wild. I forgot I auto crit, so you get 2 fucking failures here. In hindsight, I probably wouldn't have done it if I knew that. But yeah.
Hit against an unconscious creature too. I think.
Yeah, it's an auto hit, auto crit. So it's automatically 2 failed saves.
It's not like an automatic hit. I think it's just you have an advantage, maybe?
No, because you're prone and unconscious, it's an automatic crit. And so it's automatically...
If you hit, you still have to hit the target. You don't, like, by default hit.
Yeah, no, it's an auto hit because you're prone and unconscious.
Okay. Hang on a second. This just doesn't feel right to me. This doesn't sit well with me because he failed. By the way, he failed the roll. And it just doesn't feel right to just fucking kill Asylum outright. Even though it's so, I'm willing to hear options, kind of still play it out.
So according to Reddit, unconscious does not mean attacks auto hit. You still have to make the attack.
Now, you would think you would always hit an unconscious creature.
Well, here's the thing, like, an unconscious creature is still wearing armor. You could take a swing and still hit them in their breastplate and do nothing to them.
Okay, that's fair. If Oz was here instead, it'd be an auto hit.
Right. Okay,
Getting a lot of resistance from this robe.
Okay, I'm gonna make a call here because like. Just to kind of keep things, because I don't want to just kill Asilo like this. Like this doesn't sit well with me. I wouldn't have done it if I knew it was just gonna fucking kill you like that. I rather the dice kind of tell the story in this. I feel like I'm taking that away from you. So okay, we'll just say for this purposes, because like this, I mean, you would be dead. Because of this. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna keep playing this out. So I'm not gonna say you're dead, but you do have 2 fails for this, because this is, and we're just gonna keep playing it out here. Assuming, yeah, we're just gonna keep playing it out. And hate me all you want to be like, the people are millions of subscribers be like, he's fudging the rules here or whatever. But yeah, that's just not how I roll.
He doesn't have the fortitude to kill one of his player characters.
I mean, I want to do it in a way that like, like if you roll three rolls, that's just how the dice roll, right? But like I took that, from him per se. So that just doesn't sit with me. Okay, so we're gonna keep on. Jimothy, you are up. Do you have anything? Do you like to move farther away? Or would you like to move farther away?
No, bonus action. What was the bonus action? What, dash? So I can get over there.
Okay, so unconscious, it would
Give advantage.
it'd give advantage, and then it would be an automatic crit
If they hit.
if they hit. Yeah, and I'm assuming you would have hit. An easy time hitting
Okay.
me.
All right. Well, here. This is your call because this is your character, right? Would you rather me just continue how I just did, or you would actually like based on you, like you, Daniel, how you feel about this? Would you rather break the rolls and see if they would have hit?
How I feel about it is, it would have hit. So.
Well, I haven't rolled. That's the thing. I haven't rolled. So, like, I can roll and then let it decide the dice to roll that way and see if it would have hit and then killed you. But I'm okay with making a decision that you have 2 death saves right now, 2 failed death saves, and then something needs to happen beforehand, and then if nothing does happen, you have to make 1 more save. That's fine with me. But it's your call. I don't want to feel like I'm just keeping your character alive.
It's a consequence of the game. It's a consequence of how I played. I could have stepped back. I could have Misty stepped away. I could have laid on hands. It's how I chose to play my character.
Okay, then, all right. So you're saying that I should make the rolls, and if they hit, they hit.
If it hits, it hits.
Okay, all right. What is your AC? I will make this public here, so we can.
My AC is
I
a
look
20.
forward to you rolling double ones and finding out the creature actually killed himself and not Soren.
Okay, so it will make a claw attack with advantage here as it's dead, and see what happens.
I'm gonna make you have to make a decision on this because I don't really know how Silvery Barbs interacts with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
It kind of sounds like
whenever a
disadvantage,
creature
I guess.
Succeeds on an attack roll, so I think you do the advantage roll, and then you have to roll a 3rd die and take that whichever of the advantage roll and that 3rd die is lower.
Okay.
So you're going to take the lowest of 3 die rolls.
Yeah, pretty much, I guess.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's a reaction. That's technically fair. You would see the situation. I mean, I pointed it out. Okay, that's fine. So let me make these attack, this claw attack of what this creature is. You're gonna figure out what it is. Okay, so that's the first one. It's a pretty good hit. I would roll it again. Advantage. 16. Okay, and then I guess I'd have to roll another d20 for it. Just roll another claw attack to see if it would miss. And that would be a 19 to hit, the last roll.
That would have missed.
And that would have missed. Okay. All right. That's okay. Is everyone okay with that? Does that seem like a pretty fair? Because like that, I mean, if that was really the situation, that I feel like that, Greg, you probably would have made that decision then.
I would have done that. I can't vortex warp an unconscious body, but I could have done that too. But it's a reaction. So seeing this creature swing down at Silo's lifeless, well, unconscious. I mean, he's just sleeping over there. Oz would have cast this.
Okay. All right. So that's how the creature crumbles. Okay, so yeah. So okay. Anyhow, let's just keep going. We're back at Jimothy, ended his turn, moved over there. It is Buffetti's Buffades, I feel like you're gonna do some healing options here, or if you have any spells.
Buffades gonna come over here. And he'll hit a silo with, hey, there we go. All right, now that's looking better. For
That's
10.
a lot better.
Him and a little splash of wine from his wine sack.
Just a little bit. Okay. All right. With that, I will say that you guys have killed the thing. A silo through the skin of his penis makes it through. And actually, just I don't even know if Silo has any reproductive parts. But anyhow, we will end.
Motherfucker's gonna sentinel something with 6 hit points.
And you guys are out of initiative here, as you guys have defeated said creature.
Well, I'm gonna look at Jimothy and I'm gonna go, what do you think it was saying this whole time?
I don't know, but it doesn't seem to like a silo.
Have you ever stubbed your toe on a warhammer? I'm pretty sure it didn't fucking feel good.
Yeah, fucking hurt like a motherfucker. Wow. Okay, that was way more intense than I thought this combat was gonna be coming back on things. I knew this combat was gonna be tough, but I did not expect it to be where I was gonna be like, oh shit. Okay. So, now that we're back here, I'll have everyone give me a perception check, please.
Come on.
Okay. So this is just to, I don't exactly know how things kind of played out with this, but I wanted to get the option. Okay. So 23 and a 20. So Silo and Oz and Jimothy, sorry about that, I didn't see your 19 there. You notice that the creature's body is still, it's down. And you guys have seen, you felled quite a number of creatures in your journey, but its body is still like moving, like almost like it's breathing or twitching. Like it's not fully dead yet. Oz, why don't you give me another Arcana check for me, please? Okay. 14. Yeah. So, yeah, you notice that like, as you're, and you know, with in particular, because you had such a high roll, you notice that like its skin seems to be like some of the wounds it's taken have some sort of like regenerative type ability. Very slow, very faint, almost imperceptible, but with kind of like your knowledge of creatures, it has some sort of regenerative capability. You're not exactly sure what did it. You can experiment. You have tried different things to hit it, but yes. But you know that in a bit it will come back to consciousness based on that roll.
I think we need to dismember this thing immediately.
All right.
Timothy's immediately going to pull out a little hatchet and start chopping the thing's head off.
Okay.
And like I'll point to wounds that seem to be slowly closing and saying like, if we do nothing, it's probably gonna stand back up again.
Yeah. So you guys start dismembering. Is that what's gonna happen here?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
start mutilating the body here.
I will use my Warhammer to climb back to my feet. Say, I don't think we're done yet.
Just start
And
Gallagher moment. Let's go.
And I will utilize my turn by spending 20 points of my lay on hands pool on myself. So I will not be taking a swing at it quite yet.
Okay. All right. Okay. So after a bit of time, after you kind of like keep mutilating the body here, you still notice Oz that
I'll
like
try and hit it with more fire, hoping that that'll do the trick because fire tends to be good at destroying things.
yes. And then once you do that, you notice that has to be the effect that you desire. It stops the regeneration, and then you have, after everyone just starts fucking going to town on its body, that you now have a pulpy mass or several pieces of masses in front of you. Now a little slightly charred as the regeneration stops. And so you can now kind of make a note for yourself as Oz that like these type of creatures, it seems like fire stops the regeneration.
Does Oz get the sense that any other type of damage would do that? Like if fire does it, would...
I mean, you have to experiment. Unfortunately, like, you know,
is there
metagame, right?
like
There is another type of damage that does it, but you know, you'd have to kind of like, if you have the means to do it and try it out, and like, you know, and I would say, you know, as a scholar yourself, like, you know, that would be fascinating to you, right? Like, oh, a creature that has regenerative ability, fire seems to stunt
leave
it.
that arm alone real quick. Leave it alone. If there's like some wound on some of its body that Oz hasn't hit with fire, he's gonna... Well, he's not gonna pour the potion of animal friendship on it. I don't think that's gonna work here.
Just this dead arm animates and starts like hugging you.
Yeah.
It stands up off the ground.
I mean, it'd be fair. Oz is gonna try the only other damage type that he has access to that he thinks would do anything to this. And he's gonna pour acid on it, thinking that acid's pretty destructive along with fire.
Okay. Forgot you collected that. That's pretty convenient. I remember the creatures you collected. Okay. So you pour it. Don't worry about the attack roll. Oh, right, that definitely would have missed, but it hits.
Oh, it's prone, I think.
Yeah. So, but yes, you notice that acid. In addition, that still would have missed, but don't worry about it. That also has an effect. So you deduce, based on your little experiment, that fire and acid, this type of creature, whatever it may be, its regenerative ability is stopped by fire and acid. So I like that. I appreciate you, Greg, playing it out the way you did. That's not too metagamey, which is good.
Well, I mean, Oz has an intelligence of 18, so I feel like that would be a natural leap in his mind. Oz no longer has any acid since he used it just now.
Okay.
And
but yeah, I mean, at least you know that. Okay. So are you guys gonna leave the mask there? Yeah, it's naked. It doesn't have anything on it. It's just his body.
Knowing the creature has finally been subdued, I'll lay a hand on Zoran's shoulder and cast Cure Wounds and not give her shit.
Well, it's better than
second level.
Yeah. Oof. Die rolls were a little rough there. That's all right.
Yeah, you were rolling rocks.
Okay. So honestly, you guys, that was a pretty tough creature. So you guys did that. Okay, so it's still morning. On your day, do you guys continuing back on your path? You're not that far away from the town, you gather. What would you guys like to do? Some of you didn't take any damage. Some of you were like, I feel great.
I mean, I say we keep going, right? I don't want to keep coming across this type of creature out here.
I think we just get back on the road and keep heading to, was it Lonelywood?
Lonelywood, yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
We could always delay our travel by an hour, if you will, to take kind of an early morning short rest if people want it, but otherwise, yeah, I think we would continue on.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, Asilo, are you good to go? Keep going? Because we can. I think we just press on.
I'm fine. We can make our way to our next destination.
If we run into another one of these, then I'm pulling the hut cheese, okay? I will cast Liamon's tiny hut instantly, and we just hide in there for 8 hours.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, enough time for the creature to go get, like, its 50 other clans members.
That's something we can deal with later.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will have all of you give me survival checks as you start making your way back on the path. And it shouldn't be too hard to make it down, hopefully today, depending on your rolls here. Okay, not looking good so far.
I will ritually cast and make myself a steed.
That's right. I forgot you did that, so thanks for the reminder. Okay.
Oh, well, I can do that too. I will use my other second level spell because I don't think I have ritual casting as paladins.
Psionic energy dice. What is this?
Does everyone have extra stuff besides me and Bofades?
It adds that roll to my check, so I have an 11 instead of a 3.
Oh, that's cool.
That's quite the formula that it's got going on there.
I was looking at it, I was like, God damn.
Supposed to just be a fucking D8, so.
I think it's a formula based off of your character level. That's why it's all complicated.
It's just it gets stronger at certain levels of my class, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's what's going on there, I would imagine.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's just like, people are like, oh man, D&D doesn't have a lot of math. You see the math, it could usually be a meme here. Okay, so not the greatest, but still better. You're a little bit slower, rather than kind of arriving maybe like midday, early afternoon. It takes you kind of like maybe later afternoon. The sun doesn't stay up for very long, but you eventually start seeing, as you're going across, you see Lonelywood is kind of surrounded by like thick brush and thick like dense trees as you're going through, and then eventually you notice that like along the path you notice that there's maybe like 200 feet 300 feet away, you notice that there's a house kind of there, and then as you keep moving closer to it you notice a couple more houses, and you're like, oh okay, and eventually you see a pretty shoddy sign of, looks like it's got like the town's crest on it of what you gather to be Lonelywood based on your directions. It's kind of like this green crest, and it's got like two like thin triangles that are kind of like stacked upon each other, like touching tip to tip. Okay, sorry, that was, but they were touching tip to tip. I'm immature here, sorry. Yeah, it seems like you've arrived. You see a couple people walking about. There seems to be kind of like a shopkeep or somebody like kind of advertising a shop, being like, "Oh, stop by at the Happy Scrimshander. Come here, get your wares, get your knives, needles, anything."
Needles.
Your knitting needles.
And then the fellow points to you. He's like, "Hey, it looks like we have some new people in town. Would you like to stop on by, get some wares?"
We've got clothes.
The look on Matt's face.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, great. Come on in. Iskri will be so excited to see you all. And so you are escorted inside into this kind of like, it's kind of a small shop. It's got a bunch of like little, bunch of different wares. They all seem to be like different various weapons of different sizes. It doesn't seem like they're like a smith or like a blacksmith or anything like that. They just seem like they've collected a bunch of different things throughout the years. You see kind of this like an older woman. She's working at like a she's kind of like behind like this like desk thing, and she looks like she's working on I forget what it's called. She's got, oh yeah, that's what it is. It's like, is it really just that? She's got like a spinner's wheel. She looks like she's like woving or weaving something and like making some thread or feeding it in. You're not exactly sure what she's doing, but it looks like she's kind of preoccupied with something as she kind of looks up, and she's like, "Oh, what do we have here?" And she's like, "Oh, an embroidery machine." Yeah, she's working on a live, laugh, love.
Yeah. A loom. That's
the word. Thank you. I was struggling with there. Anyhow, so she kind of looks up, and she's just like, what can I do for you? Are you here to get some wares?
We're just looking.
What are you looking for?
Just window shopping.
Yeah, we're just browsing. Is there anything around that we can look at that isn't just us talking to her?
Just completely avoid her. Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Does she say our windows are not for sale?
She's like, no, she does not say that. So you notice that it's kind of like all strewn about. There's like various different stacks of different things, bunch of books, paper. You see like some of the like weapons are like stacked upon each other. And she kind of has them sort of like ranged weapons are separated. Melee weapons are kind of like in a different corner. You see some like armor. And then you see like a bunch of various different, like you see like adventurers packs. You see some potions. You see other different types of kits. You see tool set. She's got a pretty decent collection in terms of stuff. So essentially what this is, just kind of like mechanically speaking, if you guys were interested in like picking up some of like more maybe like not mundane stuff, but like stuff like the essentials that you would need to kind of like travel and journey, you can kind of like make suggestions, and she would have all this variety just to kind of like mechanically move this along. So if you guys are like, oh hey, I need a bunch of healing potions, I need some different types of potions of resistance, stuff like that, she would have a bunch of those, like more common ones.
Any acid?
She does have acid vials that you could purchase from her.
Okay.
Different types of and then yeah, so up to a certain degree there would be some stuff that you could purchase from her. So I just wanted to give you, because you haven't encountered too many places that have like a decent stock of different things, so I wanted you guys to have an option here. Those are acid little pieces of paper. No. So So she's just like, anything catch your fancy? Or anything I could procure for you? I do have a decent connection with some of the other merchants and everything like that.
Any health potions?
Health potions? Yes. I've got just your basic ones and something a little bit with a bit more oomph to it.
How much are your more basic ones?
Oh, your basic ones will run you at 55 gold pieces, Starling.
So I don't think we ever did anything with our basilisk stuff, right? The gullet that we had and the 2 vials of acid. Were we hanging on to those?
Yeah.
Or were you guys wanting to try and sell it here? I don't know. I didn't have it marked that we sold it.
I think Jimothy has it. And I only think that because I have an item in my inventory that says Jimothy has it.
Okay, got it. I can remove this from my notes, but it seems like we still have it, and I didn't know what we were doing with it.
Yeah, that's what I had. Three eyes and a gullet. I mean, if Jimothy's willing to pull that out of a bag of holding, then we could plop that on a countertop, and that's not going to be gross or anything.
Yeah, I'll whip it out and plop it on the counter.
Out of context.
Yep, the gullet and 2 eyeballs.
Oh, and she kind of looks at it, and she's just like,
just 2 eyeballs, huh?
Everyone give me a perception check.
Oh, this is a bad lady, isn't it? I wouldn't know.
You're rolling for evil.
I've been looking everywhere for this.
Okay.
I'll give you 3 pitties.
Wow, okay. Okay. The only person who notices or no, actually 2 people notice is Jimothy and Oz. So you look, and she's been like trying to keep like a pretty calm demeanor and everything like that, and like keep it cool, as a keep and everything like that. As soon as you place these on the table, especially you, Jimothy, you notice her eyes grow wide. She knows exactly what this is, and she's like, and then she says after, she's like, "Oh, what is this? Can you tell me what you're looking for to get from this, or what is this?"
We heard that you're familiar with these kind of wares. That's why we came here.
Oh no, I've never heard of such a thing.
Oh well, we'll find another shop that's more familiar with these kinds of products.
Wait! No, I'd like to hear a bit more, please.
Jimothy starts putting it back in the bag.
Yeah, always curious about different curios.
Well, how curious are you? As I will wiggle the gland at her.
How tantalizing!
Are you
She's
waving organs in her direction?
Oh my god!
Like Ramsay in Game of Thrones when he's got the sausage.
Yeah. And she's like that Jordan Peele gif where she's like sweating profusely. Like, oh, I gotta have this now. She's just like, well, I mean, it looks like some sort of organs of some sort of creature. It looks like eyes from the similar creature.
So you are familiar with it. Perfect.
Well, I've been around, but it's. I would say that an alchemist would be potentially interested in this. How much are you looking to get for this? Or maybe some sort of exchange from any one of my wares in my in my shop.
Looking around the shop, does it look like she has anything valuable in here? Anything non-mundane?
So she has a few, like I said, it's like kind of all strewn about. It depends what you're looking for. So she has a couple of different set of armors and stuff like that. Yeah, I guess like kind of like a bit more metagamey. So like, if there's something you're interested in, like in terms of armor wise or something like that, she could have something. I'd have to roll here.
Basically, a full set of legendary magic gear.
Okay, but let's bring it down.
Stuff.
I would say she would have like some uncommon to some like potential rare item. I wouldn't say like very rare or anything like that. So if there's anything in that realm there that you're looking for in terms of item type, weapon type, or something like that, and I can have if you want to like hold this conversation, have it like next time, I can like give you like a list of some of the stuff that she potentially could have.
Yeah. Do we have any idea what this thing, these eyeballs and these land thing might be worth?
So I was curious about it in terms of putting a number on it, but I would say that the most valuable thing in itself is probably the gullet. The eyes are kind of valuable. You would say that those will probably go like maybe like for the set of 3, probably about 50 gold. So there's some value to it. But the gullet itself, that probably goes upwards between like 500 to 1,000 gold potentially, and maybe more. The price it really depends on the person who could be interested in it, and so that's the thing. Like, I kind of want to like leave it a bit open. It could be worth more if you find somebody who's like maybe they're an alchemist straight up. You don't think that's what she is. So if you wanted to hold off and find somebody who is actually an alchemist, they'd be like, oh shit, I want this desperately. But she, as a merchant would probably be like, oh yeah, I could sell this to an alchemist for more, always trying to make money off the top. So it just depends if you're willing to part with it now, or if you want to wait off.
Could sell the eyeballs and the gullet for 900 gold.
She looks at you, 900 gold. No, I don't. And she's just like, come on now. I don't even know exactly what this is. It seems like organs of some sort of creature. I mean, that seems way too high. Ridiculous. Please, come on now. Let's be reasonable here.
Does it seem like she's being honest when she
give me an insight check. You can roll 2. You're the only 2 that kind of
4.
Yep. She seems like spring straight up right. Let me roll a check here. Okay. Yeah, Jimothy, you feel like she's being kind of forthright. She thinks it's just way too much. She doesn't want to spend that much money in general. But she is being honest in the sense that she doesn't actually really know how much valuable it is. She just perceives that it's just too much money to spend in general. It's just kind of like a standard tactic. Like you put it on a number and she's like, oh, I don't want to spend that first number. That's transaction, selling 101 or something like that. So that's kind of the feeling that you get there. She's like, well, it's 899. So she looks at you, she's like, come on now, I'm just an old lady, with the shop. I mean, I don't know if everything here is worth that money. And that for sure is a lie.
All right, well, we'll trade this for everything here.
Oh, come on. No, I'm just fibbing. It's and she's like she's like, you're she kind of looks at you. She's just like, you're a prickly one, aren't you? And she's like, maybe one of your compatriots would want to.
I've never been called that before in my life.
And she looks teddy bear.
She looks to both Hades and Zora, and she's like, is your friend always like this?
Let's just say that he knows the value of things. And he won't let it go.
All right, fair enough.
I'll do 825 gold.
And she looks at you. She's like, that's unfortunately way too much. I hate to see it go, but yeah, maybe we can talk some other time.
People are so poor in the north.
Oh.
And she kind of like gives you a little bit of a glare, and she's like, "Oh, you're from the south, I see."
We're the Southerners.
Wait a minute. And she actually knows who that is. You're the Southerners?
So I look at her and I'm like, honestly, that seems to be a fair asking price, trying to persuade her.
Okay, give me a perception check. And she kind of shifts focus for a second. She spits in your direction and pulls out a weapon. No, I'm just kidding. And she kind of looks at you. She's just like, no. It's just, it's kind of a big purchase. Let me think on it. How about that?
How about 1,200 in store credit?
And she looks at you and she's just like, okay. You're giving me a range here, something to work with. Let me think on it. Anyhow, I'm sorry. Let me table this conversation for a second. You're the Southerners, right? You're here. Are you here to help?
We're here for a big moose.
You're here for the moose, you say?
And we're to believe that this is an animal and not like
a guy named the moose.
The ingredient. Well, yeah, a guy named Moose, or the ingredient that you might put on a dessert item.
No, it is an actual creature, and I've also heard it referred to as the gel or stuff you put in your hair to style it. That has also been called moose, but that is not the point here.
Oh, do you have any? Because I have long flowing blonde hair.
Sorry, I only sell pomade and.
Damn.
Yeah. No, it's the other one that's from that movie that's kind of shitty that he doesn't like. But I forgot what the other one is. Anyhow, so she's just like, anyhow, you should speak to Speaker Huddle. And
wait, Speaker Huddle?
Yes, Speaker Huddle.
Okay.
The Astral says this. Whatever. She's like, yes, the speaker. They promised that that this would be dealt with. I'm sorry, and I said she promised that this would be dealt with soon. So I figured you were the ones that were called to deal with this.
Yeah, it'll be dealt with soon. We just got in town. Takes a minute.
Oh, okay, well, can you help now? It's been attacking quite a number of people, and please, I beg of you, go speak to the speaker. And
the only thing we have on our agenda before this is selling these items. Once we get that all taken care of, well, you would be right on it.
Holy shit.
We need to make sure that we have all of the necessary equipment for taking care of this problem for your city, and that costs money.
Wow. And give me a persuasion check. Persuasion roll there, Timothy.
Can I cast guidance on Jimothy?
Yes.
I don't know if it will help.
I'm going to use my energy die to add another D8 also.
Yeah, buddy.
So 8 plus 10.
10. So she kind of looks at you, and so this is she's just like, Oh well, it's not. It is a bit. It's a tough situation, but you notice that her demeanor slightly changes, and she's just like, well, I mean, maybe the hunters will get to the creature at some point. That's all right. I should probably get back to my work here. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a good stay in Lonelywood and eventually help out the town with its needs. And she's like, fuck it, I'm not making. She's like, I'm not dealing with you guys.
Foiled by the dice.
Foiled by the dice.
Yep.
And so so she kind of like turns back and continues working.
Well, it was nice
Take a
meeting you.
vial of
Bye.
acid. I'm gonna
And
flip
she's
by
like,
a vial
"Oh,
of
please,
acid
you
somewhere.
can come by anytime." And she kind of glares at Jimothy, and then she spits. No, I'm just kidding. It's just like
That's fair. I called Northerners poor, so.
So just out of curiosity, how old is this person?
Enough to be senior enough that Jimothy will indiscriminately or discriminately kill her.
That's what I was concerned about.
She's at that age.
No, I provoked her, so.
Rather than being provoked by old coot behavior.
That's right. I deserved the maltreatment this time.
So, what do you guys do? Do you guys just kind of make your way back out?
Speaker huddle. Yeah, talk to this person.
Okay, so the person coming out.
out.
The person coming out is just like, "Oh, you're back already. You didn't find anything? I figured. You could. There's plenty of goods to be by there."
Oh, we figured we'd go back after we talked with you. We just wanted to get a lay of the land, see what everything's like. She's pricing some stuff out for us based on what we had, so figured we'd give her some time.
We prefer not to spend our money all in one place as soon as we get into town.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Well, are you guys looking to go to a tavern? Maybe get a drink? Or where can I guide you to? At the very least,
I mean, I'm certain I've been leaking some sort of fluid this entire time, like everywhere we go.
Wait a minute.
Considering the beating I got.
Yeah, you got it.
I think we're looking for a place to stay, and get some drinks and some recovery in.
Oh yeah. Well, I have two options. Actually, no. Sorry, I keep forgetting. One of the inns recently closed. But I guess the only place I could recommend you to is the Lucky Liar. That's the tavern.
Why did the tavern close?
Oh, the Ramshackle. It's closed. Yeah, the owner, a man named DeGroots, he hung himself just recently. So
Insight check.
yeah, give me an insight check.
Why it's asking me to install the app. Oh, ignore the second one or the third one or the fourth one.
Okay, the first one was a 14. We'll just roll the first insight check, so a 13. So he seems to be telling the truth. He doesn't know the whole story. But he seems like he's concealing something. He's like, yeah,
Why'd he hang himself?
I think he got into some debt with some people, and
What people?
The
Probably
moose.
'cause no one wanted to stay at a place called the Ramshackle.
look, I'm sorry. Who are you? Like, are you?
We are the Southerners.
Like hands on hips, chest out.
That's right. Groin
Hey,
out.
amigos.
You guys see like it's like a big banner, like the American flag appears behind you guys, waving. And
Fireworks
so
go off behind us.
yeah, fireworks, an explosion.
Yeah.
Fireworks all hit the pyrotechnics.
So he's like, oh, are you here to deal with the moose problem then?
Mini moose, yes.
Well, sorry, I wish I don't really know what happened to this de Groots. I mean, they found his body hanging from. It was a bit odd. I'll just say this: that like he was hanging from 20 feet up. There is something a little bit sketchy about how he was found. But
did he have any enemies?
Like I said, I don't really know the specific. I don't really know the man all that well, or did know the man. But yeah, he got in trouble with some maybe debt collectors, as your friend's thinking here. Yeah, sorry, but anyhow, the Lucky Liar. Maybe you can ask some other people there. They can help you out here.
We will do this.
Okay.
But if you're here for the moose, though, you probably would want to stop by the speaker's house.
Where is the speaker's house?
Oh, yes. And so, you guys came in from the I always find this the east. So you were traveling like northwest-ish to get into the town, into the brush here, or into the forest here. And then the speaker's house is, you're kind of following the same pathway. He kind of goes like, oh, you'll just keep going down maybe about 200-300 feet. It's a larger building, and then it'll be the one on your right. It should have another bit of the crest or some of the banners in front of it for the town here. I would be shocked if you missed it.
Okay.
All right. Well, good luck, and then I'm gonna get back to work before the.
Oh, before you leave, so where is that other tavern that's no longer open?
The
I
tabernacle.
just want to make sure we. Yeah,
Oh,
is it over
right,
there?
right. The Lucky Liar. Yeah. So.
No. Wait, that one or the other one?
The one that's smoked,
both,
or the one that's
both of them.
Both.
Oh, why would you want to go to the ramshackle?
To investigate the murder of the prior owner.
Oh, it's kind of closed up. I would recommend getting permission from the speaker before you go in there.
Free room and board.
You can do that.
Oh, okay, perfect. Well, anyhow, if you're gonna do that, he's kind of an idiot. He's like, the ramshackle will be past the speaker's house, and you'll reach the docks, and then you'll kind of curve to due south. So you're traveling east or west, sorry. You're traveling west, and you'll reach the docks, and then travel south a bit, and then you'll see a larger building, and that'll be the ramshackle. It'll look like a ramshackle. And the Lucky Liar is the opposite way. Rather than going, once you reach the docks, rather than going south, you go north. You'll travel a bit further away, but you'll see the building there, and you'll probably hear it first. It does get to be a little bit hectic there.
Cool. Thanks. Bye.
All right.
There's a
All right. Well, we'll go see if the speaker knows anything.
Okay.
Nope. I'm gonna head to the ramshackle. See.
That's right. Forget the speaker. We're gonna investigate this murder.
Get some free lodging.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Let's go kick down the door of the ramshackle then.
Well, we gotta maybe open a window.
So you guys get to the ramshackle building, and it's pretty aptly named. It looks pretty rough. You're like, wait, didn't it just recently close? Why does it look like abandoned forever? But it looks like it's boarded up. All the windows, all the doors are kind of like, all the windows are boarded up. There's like a couple of like planks on in front of the door. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty enclosed. You notice that when you walk past, you see a couple of people in the docks. They kind of like, you see some fishermen. They kind of wave at you, just saying hello. You wave back. But yeah, what are you guys doing? You guys see this building? Or are you guys gonna like sneak to the back? So what's kind of nice is like the building is kind of like the backside of it is like adjacent to like a bunch of trees, and so you would seem like if you were to get back there somehow, like you would kind of like it's almost like the back is like at the edge of like of the forest or whatever.
Jimothy will sneak around the back and find if any of the windows boards are loose, or if there's a back door that's loose, or anywhere that he can jimmy open.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a
Rogue's gonna rogue.
Give me a stealth check first to sneak back there.
I'm gonna be lookout. Make sure no one's coming by.
Yeah, give me a perception check as you're doing that. What are the rest of you doing? Are you guys kind of just all standing there staring at this building?
I'm like
twiddling their thumbs, walking around looking like suspicious FBI agents, you know.
I'm peeking through like the front windows of the building, if there are front windows on the building.
Like I said, they're all boarded up, so it's kind of hard to like see through. Zoran, yeah, okay, an 8. You do see like it's not quite well done, so yeah, give me a perception to Silo as you're doing that actually. Okay, Jivothy, yeah, you sneak off. Zoran doesn't even see you go. You go out to the back. We'll start with a Silo first. You kind of peek in, and it looks like it's pretty dusty in there. You do notice that, you know, there seems to be a front counter. Looks like there's a bunch of lumber like stacked up in the, like a bunch of lumber. Like it seems like they started using this place for like storage potentially. From what you see, and that's kind of what with that roll, that's mainly what you see. Jimothy, you go around back. Why don't you give me a perception check as you're on the backside of this? Okay, with a 19, yeah, you do notice that one of the windows are actually, they're on the lower level, the windows are boarded up, but on the backside, it seems like they just got lazy or didn't want to do it. They're like, I don't want to bother anymore. The top windows aren't boarded up. It looks like on the second floor there, yeah. For the next level up, so not the ground floor, the first level, whatever you want to call it. Those windows aren't boarded, from what you can tell.
I will acrobatically get up there.
Okay, give me an acrobatics check. Seems appropriate. Okay, so a 15. You get up there. You do notice that the windows are like they're not boarded up, but they are locked. They are closed.
Cool.
They have like a little latch on the inside that's kind of keeping them closed. So do you want to like peek in first and see if you see anything?
Yeah, I'll look inside, see if I can make out anything inside, or if I see any light or any objects or anything in the room.
So the first thing that notices that's a bit startling to you is that you notice a bit like it's almost like you're so kind of like how it's like laid out from this is like it's got like there's like a hallway here and like there's like a bunch of doors for the it looks like you're in into one of the rooms, and then like that door into the room, so like you're peeking into the room from the window, and then the door into the room on the other side is open, so you can kind of see the hallway there. Yep. So that's opened up. You notice that there's a like in this room as well, there's a bunch of stuff like stacked. It looks like they started using this place for storage. Yeah, what you do notice though is that you notice like something like moving in like the rubble, and it kind of like You're not sure what it was, but you notice that something does scurry along. Could be a rat, could be something else.
So I didn't get an idea of size of this thing.
It looks like it's probably small. I'll give you that.
Like small like a cat or small like
Yeah, like maybe cat, like small dog, rodent.
cool.
I guess that would probably constitute as tiny as well.
Giant ant.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely along those sizes. That would be so random.
And there's no light inside?
No, everything's kind of like whatever light. I mean, the windows, it's kind of dirty, so whatever light's kind of peering in. And again, it's like there's not much, right? Because I guess the back of the woods, so like the trees are kind of like covering it up, so you're not seeing much in there.
Do I see any? Can I make out any markings on any of the stuff that's in the room? Like, I don't know, the insignia of some lumber company or.
That's actually a great. Wow, look at you. That's quite astute. Yes. So, you do notice that there is. Looks like it is part of the. Looks like the Lonely Woods. Looks like their logging company sigil on it. So a lot of the stuff has that. You do notice that there's a chest in one of the rooms, or in that room. Sorry, it's a little small, kind of like a smallish chest that has the name De Groots on it.
Okay. I guess I'll attempt to see if I can. I mean, I guess with it being a lock, like the window just being locked on the inside, is there any realistic way I feel like I could pick it without just breaking the window? I feel like with it just being flopped down, it's not really impossible.
Yeah, it's like, it's not like the greatest like structure, but like it would be kind of hard to like get in there and like, you could maybe try to wedge it, but you would still risk breaking the glass. If you were like try to like maybe like one of the boards try to wedge or something in there to kind of, but there is the risk of breaking it. You could just shatter it and be like, fuck it, that's another option.
No, I think I'll leave it for now. I'll hop down to the ground and tell Zoran, who's doing lookout, what I saw with the markings on the lumber and the. And what did you say that the Gertz was marked on? What?
It was like a little small chest. Yeah, let me put the name in the chat there.
Is it a chest that we could carry with us or something, or is it pretty big?
I mean, it's
small.
It's small in the sense that like, compared to like a large, like it's like maybe like that big, something like, maybe it would be like, like a size of a small safe or like one of those like.
Yeah.
So we could fit it in a bag of holding.
Yeah.
I don't think
we can take it with us.
I don't know that I can get the window open without breaking it, though.
Yeah, just
I can get in there.
You're a wizard. Do you know Aloha Mora? Oh, wrong universe.
Get out of here.
If we gave you the bag of holding, wait, how can you get to it? You have to go through a window, you said.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to pick it, so I think I'm gonna have to break it. Probably. Maybe I'll go around to one of the. Is there a back door?
Yeah, there is a back door. It is that one is kind of boarded up, the back door, so.
Okay, well I'll pry off. Are the boards on the exterior of the building? I assume, if I can tell those.
Yeah.
Oh. All right.
Yeah. So the doors are to the exterior of the building. One thing you notice though that Zoran, with your not as great check, somebody calls out to you is like, "Hey, what are you doing over there?" As you see, kind of like one of the fishermen starts approaching the group.
I'm gonna yell. Well, not yell. I'm just gonna say, "Oh, we're interested in buying this place. I guess it might be up for sale or something. We just wanted to check it out."
Okay, give me a deception check.
We're trying to break in here. If you could just move along.
Skid
I will
along.
cast guidance on myself. And
Wait, this guy's seeing you like.
oh, I guess I didn't need to do it anyways.
What is this bullshit?
Add the D4. How deceptive are you?
Oh, God, just roll the d4. Why the hell not? Oh my!
Da, da, da.
Just the biggest middle finger on the planet. All right.
I'm gonna cast Silvery Barbs on Zoran to make her have to re-roll and take the lower value.
So, he's like, so he believes you. He's like, oh, all right.
I hope he
notice-
does. Did you see my roll? Just kidding.
Well, yeah, but like, come on,
Just kidding.
like, he's not gonna be like. So he's just like, oh, okay. I didn't know the speaker was trying to sell the building. I thought the whole town agreed we're gonna use it for storage. Or at least the logging company got to use it for storage.
Nothing's set in stone. It's just we're like very early discussions, so
Oh, okay.
you
Well,
know.
have you talked to the speaker yet? I mean, they could give you give you a tour if you're interested in buying it. But I didn't recall it being for sale. Huh. I mean, this is above my whole. I don't deal with those politics. Anyhow, I'll leave you
Right?
to it.
Yeah.
Oh, we
You know,
did
admin stuff. Terrible.
we did hear that it was a lodging and dining establishment, and we were potentially thinking of
Just a little
investment
less
capital.
information. Just let him go. Just kidding.
Oh yeah, it's a shame what happened to De Groot's. Between you and me, don't think it was he hung himself. I think he got in trouble with some folks.
What folks?
And he's kind of like almost like charmed by you, Zorn, a little bit with the natural. He's just like, I don't know how much you know about Lonelywood, but it's got a name for a reason. It kind of keeps to itself, but some of the rougher looking people kind of hang around here. I'd keep a hand on your pockets, on your pouches, and let's just say there's some multiple different groups operating some their operations around here. Anyhow, I can't. I'm gonna let you go. Just be safe. Good luck. And he's like, bye. He like starts raising his voice. He's like, bye. I don't.
Bye. Thanks. See ya.
And he goes back to whatever he was doing with the fishing. God damn it.
Leaves afoot, huh?
I mean, we could try and get that chest now, or we could just come back later for it. But there's nefarious people around here.
Timothy's gonna go back to the door and try to pry open the door.
On the backside?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I'll be
So-
there to go in with you.
Quiet.
So, all right. Give me, I guess give me a strength check as you're going to try to pry this open. Or athletics here if you got that.
Yeah.
He's like, I was hoping for a different roll.
Can I use a stealth check instead? I'll add a psionic energy dice to make it 13. Fuck.
Yeah, no. You do like, you're able to kind of like wedge it in there. You kind of start pulling on it, but it does. You're pretty smart here. It does start making quite a bit of noise.
Okay, then I'll just leave it. If it sounds like it's gonna be loud enough to attract attention, I'll stop.
Yeah. So. Okay. So what do you guys want to do?
If I can see inside of the building at all,
give me a perception check.
okay. I'm just
It's
trying
not
to
a
look
hard
through one of
DC
the windows.
From the front, yeah, I'm assuming from the front here. 10 Okay,
Damn.
yeah, you barely make it. Yeah, you can see inside barely.
I'm gonna Misty Step inside.
Nice.
I was at a second
right.
level spells. That was my thought.
Oz, take the bag.
Okay.
Ah!
All right.
Too late. I'm already in there.
He's already done it. Okay.
But he can always open the door. It's
So-
fine. Unless he gets sucked into some void.
For the sake of time, we're gonna stop there because this is about to lead into some next stuff here. It's already 10-ish over there locally. So we're gonna stop there for tonight. We will pick it up there that Oz is entering the building here. Where Misty steps into the building, and we will see what things he sees next time.
We're all good to play it next week, which is Memorial Day.
Yeah, I should be able to. I have that day off. I don't know if there's anything I have planned in terms of like, so
Yeah, I guess let's check in like maybe later at the end of this week or something. 'Cause I don't.
Yeah,
I don't think we have plans yet, but I guess something could come up in the next few
Come
days.
up.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing. So, I am pretty free Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Fridays are a little bit iffy, so if you know if it seems like something's gonna happen, we can kind of set for one of those days. If you guys want to kind of plan for that already.
I don't think it's Monday, but I think we have something this weekend. I'm not in charge of that, so
Okay.
I just go
All right,
where I'm
so-
told.
I mean,
Yeah.
if we play our normal time, I mean, for sure, like, we don't have anything for Monday anyways, but if we play our normal times, I'm sure it'll be okay, I guess. Auburn
Yeah.
will be in Fort Lauderdale just Saturday and Sunday, but we'll be back Sunday, so
We're just
I'm
gonna be
not
hanging
concerned.
out at home all day on Monday, so
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
So-
don't plan on. Yeah, I mean, if I think I might have something during the day, but I feel like by our normal time, I feel like I should be good to go. So, yeah, let's plan for then. If not, I have some of those days. If something comes up, we can kind of start looking at that. Okay, sounds good, folks. Thanks for playing. It's good to be back. I was not prepared to kill one of you just all of a sudden, so I'm glad. I'm glad it kind of worked out the way it did. I wouldn't have known exactly what I would have felt so bad if the dice said otherwise. But yeah, thanks for playing, guys.
It's all
Hey,
part of
I
the
mean,
game.
Daniel
Don't
had-
feel bad.
Yeah, he has backup players.
I don't have.
I know.
I don't currently have backup characters, but I could make one before next week.
Yeah.
A Silo Junior.
Yeah, the thing is, like, I don't have a problem with, like, you know, a PC dying if, like, you kind of dictate your death in that sense, like, or the
Mhm.
dice kind of say more about it. You know, you get opportunities like, you know, like if you were still down, and the creature perceived you as still down, like before you got the healing, I would have still rolled a check to see if it would have attacked you. That still probably would have happened. The thing, so, you know, now behind like closed doors here, it turned to swipe at Zoran on like the very first turn when it first attacked you and then attacked Zoran. It said that you aren't made of flesh, so it wasn't interested in you. So like it attacked Zoran first, so it only became interested in you because you started attacking it. So its whole thing was just kind of like more of now just like, oh, I'm only gonna hit you because you're a fucking nuisance now.
Mhm.
And
Not
really,
more so
Silo, I would have left earlier, but you were staying there, so I was like, well, you're getting advantage. I don't really want you to be left alone, but like,
Right,
I was
and he's
getting
got
hurt real
Sentinel
bad.
Well,
and everything.
And I had, you know, I could have Misty stepped away. I could have laid on hands. You know, I had options. I chose to do what I did. So
Yeah,
Oh, no,
yeah,
I
I know.
I wanted to do what both Hades, Oz, and Jimothy were doing. They were just all going away. I was like, I want to do that too, but I can't.
Yeah.
I'm
So, but anyhow, yeah. So that's kind of like the you know, behind the closed doors here. But yeah, I mainly wanted, like, you know, if something like that's gonna happen, like, you know, you have a little bit more agency in terms of like the rolling of that happening. So I'm pretty happy with how it played out, and at the end, and I think. I mean, that was supposed to be a hard combat anyway, so like it just kind of sucks. It's like after 2 months, you're like, all right, we're back. All right, my character's dead.
Yeah.
I would have probably not pulled my punches as much in that sense. Like if we were just like, the week right after, I've been like, all right, well, we played quite a number of sessions. Like this is the risky play. This is supposed to be a pretty deadly campaign.
Yeah.
All right, so next week everyone's dying. Just forewarning.
Whoa,
That's what I heard.
whoa.
Rocks fall,
Oz
everybody
is
dies.
not taking any damage. He's on a new
yeah.
streak.
Well, we'll see.
He's gonna Misty step back out. It's gonna be fine.
He sees something. He's like, yeah, nope, I'm out.
Very dusty in here.
All right, guys, I gotta hit the bed. So
Yeah, no worries. All right, you guys have a good
Alrighty.
night.
See y'all next
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Yeah.